What's going on, guys? Today we do have a new part that we're going to go ahead and install from Black Market Racing, their oil catch can for the Gen 1 B58. Alright guys, so here's everything laid out. Here's the catch can, here are the two fittings right here, our brace that we're going to go ahead and put on, and then the cap as well, and then also our adapters, and then you also do get a sticker. The only part that we are missing, you have to go to an AutoZone O'Reilly's to get a rubber piece to cap off your PCV. Alright guys, so we're gonna have to go underneath our hood, take off your cover because we're gonna need it off to get to this part, which is our PCV. And in order to put on the new part, we're gonna take off our air intake. For me, it's just gonna be this joint piping. Right there on the bottom, as you can see, there is a clip. And right here for the top, you're just gonna go ahead and double squeeze and pull it off as shown, and then you can see all the oil that comes from it that we're gonna go ahead and reroute into our Black Market oil catch can. Alright guys, so in order to take off the MAF sensor, you're just gonna need, there's this yellow piece that goes right here. It broke off for mine. It's gonna look like this. You're just gonna basically pop it off, then push it in. So you're gonna pull it back, it's gonna pop out a bit, push, and then it's gonna basically push against a resistance, and then it should pop off like that. And then when you remove your air intake, just like that, there is another piece of wiring right here. For this one, same thing. You're just gonna want to squeeze and pop it off. For the bottom and top piece right here, you're gonna go ahead and squeeze it and it should pull right on out. All right guys, so right here is where you would have to basically take it off. One on the bottom and then one on the top, as I showed you guys from above. So you're just gonna reach underneath, or maybe get a flathead and just basically you can wiggle the top one first, go underneath, do the bottom, or vice versa to go ahead and pull it out. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is get our billet catch can. The reason I'm wearing gloves is because I don't want to rent it. So one of the first things we're going to go ahead and do is actually remove the screws off the back, and we're going to connect it right here and put it on. And then for the screws, you're going to want to get an Allen key, and it's going to be a 532. Alright guys, so the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is get this fitting that is from Radium, and we're going to go ahead and put it on our PCV cap. And then to tighten it all the way, you're gonna wanna get H6 right here, and you're gonna go ahead and tighten it. All right, so the next thing you're gonna wanna do is get a flathead, basically pop this off. You're gonna go around it in a circle, so that way you don't break it or pop it off incorrectly. And then you're also gonna wanna go ahead and take off one of these bolts right here, this one in particular, to place your oil catch can. All right guys, so here it is right here. So it's gonna pop out with the spring, that black plastic part, and then this rubber. It is going to rip over time. That's why we're doing this catch can, because when it does rip, it allows excess oil to come out through your exhaust and through the engine and everything. Alright guys, so then you're just going to want to put the cap on top. It is a 564 Allen key, and then right here it does kind of get blocked, so you can go ahead and remove this or push it off to the side for the rear. Alrighty guys, so you're just going to want this to be flush, same for the rear. And what I did was basically I pushed these wires down and I was able to do it. Alrighty guys, so now that we have it on, you're just going to go ahead and put it on. It's gonna be up, but as you tighten it, it'll get flush. Now that it's flush, we're gonna go ahead and put it on our lines. So the first line we're gonna go ahead and put in is gonna be this one. You're just gonna want to tighten it by hand on both ends before we get our ratchet, our wrench, and then start tightening it. You don't want to cross thread it. And then we're gonna actually get our other fitting and put it right here. Alright guys, so you're gonna wanna get this radium fitting. You're gonna wanna take off the two Allens on the side. They're gonna be a hex 332, so you're just gonna make it loose. Then you're gonna put it on, and then you're just gonna go ahead and re-tighten it. With the radium cap off, you're just gonna go ahead and slide it on in, and then you're gonna go ahead and put the cap back on with the 2 screws that you do not want to lose, and then it should slide on in. You're gonna just want to make sure it goes in correctly right here. Slide it all the way in. There's a screw right here. So you're just gonna put your cap on and the 2 screws now. All right guys, so you're gonna want the 180-degree angle now and the 90. So you're gonna put the 90 fitting right here and then the 180 right here. Now for the last part, I don't have an AN wrench, so I'm gonna use my adjustable wrench. I have baby wipe to cover it so that way it doesn't rip it or, you know, leave scratches all over it. So what you can do is buy like a $50 one or go on Amazon and just go ahead and do it. I personally don't have any tape at home, so I'm gonna use a baby wipe. All right guys, so after this is all installed, once you tighten this, you're just gonna reinstall your air intake and then you can go ahead and start it up. So the only thing that you do have to get is you're gonna have to go to like a Home Depot and get this little cap. It's gonna be 1.5 inches. You're just gonna go ahead and make sure that it has a clamp right there, so that way you can tighten it on and make sure it is sealed all the way all around, so that way you cannot have any boost leak. And then you're all set, and then here's your oil catch can. It's gonna smoke a bit when you do turn it on for the first time. All right guys, so we gone ahead and started it up. There was a tiny bit of oil coming out from the vapors, but besides that, it's all good. Leave a like, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think.